If you run into a traffic jam and there's no way out, you can't bag up, you can't control that situation. So there's no reason to get upset about it.
Right.
So you just got to join the club.
Join the club. Welcome to Six Figure Trucker, the podcast where we share advice on how to be successful in trucking and have fun while doing so. We'll share stories, news, and advice on how to earn six figures in trucking, and we'll speak to guys and gals that are already doing so. Let's get to the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. I'm your host, John Madewell, and joining us this evening is Terry Scott. Terry, how are you?
I'm great, and you?
Oh, if I were any better, it'd be a Class C felony.
Okay.
No, I'm doing great. Are you on the road now?
Oh, well, no, I'm in a vehicle, but I'm not at work.
Oh, okay. Where were you before?
I was in Mansfield, Ohio, and Lima, Ohio.
Gotcha. So you were dropping, was it 3 or 4 that you were dropping?
3 Z-bars.
Gotcha. Z-bar 3 load. Where was it coming out of?
Von Army, Texas.
Gotcha. So how long have you been doing the deck driving side? How long have you been doing the deck loads?
For Norton or period?
Total in your career there.
I would say about 2 years, 8 months.
2 years and 8 months. What's it been like?
It has its ups and downs like every other job.
We talk to a lot of deck drivers here on the Six Figure Trucker, and there's some work involved. Tell us a little bit about the labor that is involved in doing the deck loads.
You look at about 3 to 6 hours of labor. It really ain't much else to say about it. I mean, it's a on-hand demand. You're in a situation where you have to figure out the problem quick because the customer is really not inclined about it. You can reach out to fellow drivers, but majority of the time it's something that you have to solve.
Gotcha. What are some of the situations you've been in before? I mean, you're talking about Z-bars and I guess with saddles. What are some of the things that are the most thought challenging or physical labor challenging? What are the things that when you get ready to do a deck load, what are some of the things that are the most challenging?
Oh, the most challenging is when you have a chain that don't want to release, when a chain don't untighten so you can take it off, or you have a bolt that's stubborn. Even with your impact gun, you have an axle that's stubborn. It don't want to go inside. I mean, weather. Let's not forget weather.
Yeah, that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, no, either way, hot or cold. Let's not forget it.
I bet. I mean, you were talking about a bolt, a chain. A lot of these mechanical things that can get in the way. How do you cope with that? How do you deal with it when you're out there on a yard?
Oh, you just take a deep breath and step back and examine it. And then what I do is I just retrace my steps. I start from the beginning because maybe I missed something to not perform on this situation. So maybe I missed something. And if that don't happen, you have to figure it out to the best of your knowledge and do not damage the customer's vehicle, so everyone can be happy. Me on the paying end and Norton on the paying end, and customer receiving their vehicle.
Absolutely. Now, you talked about retracing your steps. So you've been doing this for almost 3 years on the deck side. How important has it been for you in the day-to-day to retrace your steps? And from what I'm hearing, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but from what I'm hearing, you're cautious about what you do.
Correct. Well, it's very important not to be comfortable with, I've done this load many of times, so I know what I'm doing. It's very important not to be like, I'm just speaking for as me. I'm very comfortable with that. Every day is a new challenge. Every load is a new challenge to me. And it can be the same exact as the first.
You don't want to get cocky.
Correct. And I don't want to rush neither.
It's important because you're carrying a lot of cargo there, and it's precious cargo. But beyond that is the safety factor. I'm sure those thoughts are all in your head every time you're going to pick up 2-3 trucks.
Correct.
Now, talk about, you're talking about being a contractor, and it's an independent contractor. And a lot of drivers we've had on the Six Figure Trucker here, brought to you by Norton Transport, like that independence and freedom that it gives them to also make good money. Is that something that's true for you?
Oh, yeah, it's very true. That's very true.
Talk a little bit about the freedom that you get being an independent contractor.
The freedom of an independent contractor, you can pretty much make your plan. You got 30 days to fulfill your contract. You can do one load every 30 days and live your life with your family. Your family can meet you at your destination where you're taking a load. You can pass by through town. It's not a 9 to 5 where you get a schedule and say, hey, I got to be at work at 9. They're not giving no overtime, so I got to be off clock at 5 o'clock.
Right.
It's great as far as freedom and your choice of life. It's great.
Gotcha. How's it been for you, not asking how much you made last year, but how's it been for you on the income side?
Well, the income side is great. I
did want to ask you about, you've been doing this 2 years, 8 months as a deck driver. Were you a singles driver before that?
No, I work for a competitor as well. I'm contracted to another competitor as well.
I got you. So you've always been a deck driver? You jumped into it from the start as a deck driver?
No, I started as a hub driver, and then I upgraded to deck driver.
How do those two compare, a hub driver versus a deck driver?
Oh, a deck driver is more laid back. Even though you got those few hours of labor, my opinion is the hub to make a good what I make with deck, you have to run hard. You have to run back to back to back. You won't have no rest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But deck, or easily said, you have to do 2 hubs to my 1 deck load to make the same amount of money.
I got you. So what's a typical deck load for you as far as how much time does it take to do it? I mean, when you've got one that you like, one that puts a smile on Terry Scott's face, how long does it last, the typical deck load?
Oh, I'd say about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to do, to put a smile on Terry's face.
Now, I'm talking about from the time are you on one load, 3-4 trucks for a week, 3 days, 4 days? What's prime for you?
Oh, no. When I'm on a load, for example, if it's 1,800 miles, I'm giving it to you in 3 days. I'm trying to give it to you in 2 days, 2.5 days. But other than that, 600 miles a day equals, in 3 days, that's 1,800 right there.
Right. So that's kind of your wheelhouse, or where you're comfortable as far as, this is a good week.
Yes.
Gotcha. What about you worked as a hub driver, you worked as a deck driver. Let's talk about some of the places you've been, the things you've seen.
I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of great things in different states.
Now, what comes to mind when you start sitting around telling stories about life on the road? What's the best, tell us some of the most memorable places you've been to.
Oh, the most memorable is actually when I driven through Albuquerque, New Mexico. I went through hot, and then you drive 20 more miles, you go through a snowstorm, and then you drive 20 more miles, you go through a rainstorm. So that was different in the mountains. I never experienced that, but it was a great one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been out to Albuquerque a lot. You go south and you're in the hot desert. You go north, you're in the mountains. And even if you're in the desert at night, it gets cool. I guess you experienced that as well. Oh,
definitely. Yeah, it was 27 degrees. 27 degrees when I had to get out that truck to get my paperwork.
Oh, my. How long ago was that?
That was just recent. That was last week.
Oh, 27 degrees last week? Wow.
Yeah, they said it's their winter season.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. What about some other places you've been that were memorable?
Well, when I was on my way to California and I drove the back way to it from Laredo, I drove, literally you can look to your left and you can see the border to Mexico, and you just drive for hours in I want to call it canyons, mountains. But I never been close to the border that close. So
you were right on
nice.
it.
Oh yeah, I can park and and jumped the little fence it was.
I gotcha. What about, let's work our way back across the country. What about in the heartland there in the Kansas and that kind of area? Have you been through those places, and what did they say to you?
Yeah, I've been to Kansas. Pretty much I just look for, hopefully I run a drive where I can see the stadiums, or I'm into skyscrapers or skylines, I call them.
Gotcha. So which Skyliners, which one catches your eye and which one says, I will remember that skyline?
I would imagine it was the Omaha skyline.
What's it look like?
It was nice. You can see it from the freeway. It's a skyline. It stands out.
Right.
From where I live, I was told the skyline is the tallest buildings that represents the downtown of the city.
Right. So Omaha looks pretty good at night?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, of course, there are cities with major skylines, but that's a different animal when you get into a city like, say, New York or Boston, and you got to drop there. What's that like when you go into a major metropolitan area?
Oh, my God. It's a nightmare.
Oh,
nightmare.
Where do you start? Well, break it down for us. What's the nightmare part of it?
The nightmare is beginning and ending of bumper traffic. Just, for example, Chicago, and no matter what time of the day, 25 hours a day, it's traffic. It's traffic, and it's bumper to bumper, going 2 miles on the freeway. Same thing for Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
And New York, Connecticut, all that area up there in the east, same way.
Yep.
I just don't understand that.
How much patience does it take as being a deck driver if you're fully loaded, if you've got 4 total, the horse and 3 behind you, to be on the Dan Ryan Freeway in Chicago, or to be on I-85 in Atlanta, or I-75 in Atlanta, or I-95 up around Boston, and you're going 2 miles an hour? How much patience does that take?
It takes a lot of patience. I just picture my driving as a regular vehicle. Me cussing and ranting and raving ain't gonna change the situation. So you just gotta join the club. There ain't no other way around it.
How do you convince yourself to join the club and not get into a string of curse words there? Because
you see what you're approaching already. So if I can't control the situation as right now, then there's no need for me to get out of control about the situation. That's just the way I live life.
That's a solid piece of advice right there, Terry. Solid piece of advice. Now, as far as, do you get down south much, as far as like down to southern Florida, down South Florida?
Yes.
What's your outlook on it?
Oh, I like it. It's just very busy to me. I think it's one of those states where it's always something. It reminds me of a Vegas. Vegas open 28 hours a day.
Right.
So that's what it reminds me of.
It's kind of Vegas without all the mountains there.
Correct.
Now, you were talking about you like to see the skylines. Did I hear you say you like to see the stadiums as well?
Yes. Yeah, well, hopefully the route I take, I can ride past the stadium.
Which stadiums have you driven past in your transport?
All the New York stadiums. I've driven past Kansas City Royals, the Chiefs Stadium. I've driven past the Chicago's. Let's see, Indianapolis I've been past.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Who's got the best looking stadium, in your opinion, as seen from behind the wheel of a big truck?
Besides Cleveland, Ohio, I would say Vegas.
Vegas, oh yeah, that's something else.
Well, no, I take that back. I stand correct. Even Cleveland, Ohio, Soldier Field, Chicago, they field is cold. It look like a spaceship.
I got you. Now that stadium out in Vegas, if you've seen it, which it sounds like you have, that's something to see.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I think I'd have to look it up, but I think I heard something like $5 billion or close to that for it.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Now, you were talking about Cleveland. Cleveland was on. Now, this podcast will air a little bit later, but Cleveland was on against Cincinnati. When was that? Monday night?
Monday.
Yeah. Boy, they were spanking them.
That's what I hear.
Are you a Browns fan?
Yeah.
Who do
I
you
like?
I was going to say, who do you like on that team?
I don't follow them. I'm just because I live in Ohio.
I got you.
But Nick Chubb is a beast. Whatever DNA he has, that's different.
You want some of that?
That dude can squat 1,000 pounds. He was showing his training video.
Oh, he
squat
is
1,000 pounds.
Yeah, he is a beast. There's no doubt about that. What do you follow? Pro football, college football? Being in Ohio, obviously you got a lot to choose from.
No, sports ain't the same for me anymore. It just seems like it's entertainment. It's really not a sport anymore.
You don't like the direction it's going?
Correct.
Now, let's go back a little bit to trucking. How do you see the state of the industry right now at large, with the price of fuel being a major factor? Where do you see the present and the future of Driveaway trucking now?
Well, I know they're going to make it hard for the drivers. I mean, it's going to be hard, period, in the industry if it goes higher. I don't see trucking going anywhere, but with this fuel, I see trucking slowing down. So maybe these trucking companies might somehow, some way produce minivans or something small to deliver their freight. And as far as the industry of Driveaway, it might break down to singles. Singles are more demanding
than the deck side.
Correct.
Would you slide back to singles if it happened that way?
No, unless they pay great. That's the only way I see myself becoming singles only. If they pay great.
Gotcha. Now, you were talking about the moving to smaller vehicles for delivering freight. Obviously, we're in the Driveaway sector here, and we don't move freight. But have you heard much talk among other Driveaway drivers just when you're out, shooting the breeze, talking with other drivers at truck stops or wherever you may be? Have you guys talked about that as far as, let's put less cargo in smaller vehicles that have better fuel efficiency? Is that something you guys have talked about?
No, but it's pretty much common sense of a thought, because the world revolves around solving problems. So
Gotcha. Now, are you we're going to talk a little bit about Terry Scott, the man here. Do you have a family? Are you a single guy? Are you on the road a lot? I mean, are you away from your family?
No, I have a family.
Okay.
I have a family. I'm not away from them a lot. I do. Me and the wife agreed to 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They're home for 3 weeks.
2 weeks maximum away?
Correct.
When you're out there on the road 2 weeks, let's say you extend to the maximum, you're out there for 2 weeks, does it get lonely?
Oh, definitely.
How do you combat that?
You got to focus on the prize in the end.
Gotcha. When does that kind of lonely feeling come over you? I mean, is it that when you're picking up, or you do all the work to get the trucks ready to go, or when does that? I wouldn't think that would be the time. I would think it's on the actual road. But you tell me.
Well, it's when you lose track of how many days you've been out there. That's when you get lonely. When you think Monday, it's Monday today, but you're calling it Thursday.
Sounds like that's happened to you before.
Oh yeah. Like today, I thought was Friday. For some reason, I thought all day today was Friday.
You guys are running the road so much and so frequently, so often. As far as of course, you got your downtime to stay within the requirements of the law there, but it's still the same. You're on the road so much.
But just like every other person, when you're busy, you just lose track of sense.
Right, I got you. Now, when you're on the road, we've talked to a number of deck drivers here on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Terry Scott with us tonight. A key thing about when you're a deck driver, a key thing is finding a hotel where you can park, particularly if you have not dropped yet. How do you approach that?
Well, that's all with you. That's all with the person. Me, myself, when I first know where I'm going, I do Google Map search, and I just type in hotels along the way. So say if my first leg, that's a day, I call them legs.
Mm-hmm.
My first leg, if I'm doing 600 miles, I'll do from Van Army, just say to Prescott, Arkansas is 600 miles. So I'll type up hotels near Prescott, Arkansas.
Right.
And then I'll just start calling those hotels and say, hey, do you have tractor parking there, but big enough for 100 feet? And sometimes the customer will be like, yeah, and then you get there, it's the size of a pickup truck. But
that can be a problem.
You just have to plan out. Right.
That can be a problem. I'm sure you've been boxed in before or not able to get into a parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
What do you do in that situation?
Oh, that situation, you just have to find the next move. Keep rolling.
Just keep rolling. I was going to ask you about, we've talked to a couple of guys, you probably know them, Michael Collodi, who has his Facebook page out there. They call him the hotel guy. Now, when you're staying in a hotel, do you have a certain brand that you like, or what do you look for in a hotel?
Oh, I live for safety. I live for safety at a hotel, and I'm safe. The load's safe. My stuff in the truck is safe, and no pets, no bed bugs, roaches, and rats, and all that stuff.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you, kind of dive down into that. Have you ever had any issues with safety on the road? I mean, anything ever happened?
As far as what do you mean?
I mean, somebody, breaking into your room, an unpleasant exchange with someone at the hotel, maybe somebody trying to get into the truck, anything like that?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's good. What about the other side of that coin? Any bed bugs or things such as that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had many of those situations.
And that's not pleasant at all.
No.
What's Terry's ideal load? I mean, if things line up, the planets align, what do you want?
Cleveland, Ohio. Something near home.
I guess that's something everybody wants.
That is correct. Because I can stay out longer. I visit home, say hello to the wife, see my son. There's no complaints at home because I stopped at home. I can stay out long.
Yeah, exactly. Now, tell us a little bit about your son. How old is your son?
He's about to turn 13.
Oh boy. So you got a teenager coming up there. Is he into sports?
Yeah, I make his games.
Okay. I guess that's something that's important for you. Like you just said, you make his games. If you're out on the road, I guess you got his schedule on your phone, or somebody's gently reminding you about it?
Correct.
What kind of sports does he play?
Football and basketball.
And is that something you see him sticking to?
Yeah, I see it.
Now, how does he relate with what you do for a living? I mean, I'm assuming in his time he's seen you get in and out of these big trucks. Yeah,
he well, as far as emotional, I wouldn't say it bothers him emotionally, but he sees me, when I'm leaving, he'll say, all right, how long, I'll see you in 2 weeks or whatever, something like that.
Is he impressed when he sees you getting these big trucks? Has he ever seen one? I guess it may be difficult for him to see the full load, but have you sent him pictures? Say, here's what I'm doing today. Here's 4 trucks moving at the same time.
Yeah.
Is he impressed?
Yeah, he's impressed. Not enough where he want to do it, but he's impressed.
I see. What about the Mrs. there? I'm sure she's seen the same type pictures there.
Yeah, she likes it, and she say, "Oh, that's a lot of driving,
And I was going to ask you now, you were talking about 2 weeks is your max on the road. What do you do in the time that you're not on the road?
Oh, when I'm not on the road, I'm just relaxing. Ain't nothing better than sleeping in your own bed.
I heard that. What kind of hobbies do you have, Terry?
I play pool. I go bowling. Me and the wife, she travels. I just go along with her. I don't know. I hang with my sons. I'm pretty much a boring guy. I'm happy at home in my recliner.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Recliner there, remote right there, blanket if you need it in the winter. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Exactly.
Now, growing up in Ohio and living in Bedford, Ohio, where do you vacation?
We just came off a vacation in Phoenix. So
okay.
It's pretty much where, like I say, she traveled, I just follow.
I got you. Did you guys go out there for any particular reason? You have family out there? Or is this somewhere you wanted to see or what?
No, it's our own timeshare, so we went for our vacation.
Gotcha. Was it a good time?
I mean, anniversary, I mean.
Okay, I got you. How long you been married?
We've been married 2 years and some change now.
Okay, how's it going?
It's going great.
Fantastic. That's good to hear, Terry. How long do you see yourself staying in this space, in the decking driveway space?
Oh, I see myself here for a while. As long as they don't start giving us the same loads and minusing the money, then obviously anyone would leave. But
how long have you been with Norton itself?
Norton, 8 months.
8 months, okay. Well, we're glad that you've been with us for 8 months. We're glad that you moved a lot of trucks for us. And did want to ask this one question about your time as a deck driver versus a hub driver. Which one weighs on the mind and the soul the most?
Deck driver.
How so?
Oh, because you have to not damage the vehicle. It can be the least thing a customer can complain about, and they blame you, and then it's that claims, all that. Or if the vehicle is real dirty and you can't see that it's damaged already, and then you deliver it, then the customer discovers it, it's the driver's fault.
A lot of responsibility there.
Yeah. Versus hub, you just you look at it, you scan it, it's dirty, I can't really see the damage, but you deliver it, and it's no headache like decks.
Gotcha. No headache, but the money's not the same either.
Correct.
Have you been able to do something really fun with the income that you've been able to earn as a deck driver?
Fun?
Sure.
Well, I don't like spending money, so it's nothing fun.
Would you buy anything cool? I mean, you didn't spend it on a fun experience, but are you an investment kind of guy?
Oh, I've started a different business. I mean, that question is hard because spending money is not fun.
I understand. No, you said you started another business. Tell us a little bit about that.
Pressure washing.
Okay.
I do pressure wash.
You do homes, businesses, both?
Commercial and residential.
Which one of those is more profitable?
Residential.
Okay. Do you work the Cleveland area there, the Bedford area?
Yes.
Gotcha. When's your time that you I would think that business would be slowing down because I'm assuming it's getting pretty cold at this time of year.
Oh, no.
No?
No. Busy time is for commercial is in the wintertime, but the truck drivers love to get that salt rinsed off of them.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't even think about it from that standpoint. Are you mobile to the truck driver, or how does that operate?
Well, I am mobile. I'm mobile to them.
Gotcha.
And that's pretty much it. I'm mobile to them.
I got it. So do you go to the various truck stops along the way, or you go to their houses if they are O&Os and have the trucks there with them?
Correct. Or I go to where they have the trucks located.
Gotcha. How long does it take to clean up a truck? I'm sure it depends upon how dirty it is, but on average?
On average, it's about 35 minutes.
And is that including the time you have to get set up, or is that just actual cleanup time, or is that from start to finish?
That's the actual time on the truck. The load, I pretty much know what I'm going to do. I mean, they're basically the same vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
One vehicle is the same. They just tell you difference in what they want. Hey, I want some brighten my, tanks, the chrome, or I want to rinse the salt off. You pretty much take what you need.
I got you. You just reminded me of something there, talking about the salt. You've been driving for a while, and you like to be close to home. What are the roads like in Ohio?
Oh, they bad. It's pothole heaven. But other than that,
I've been to Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland before, and I was up there with a friend, and I saw a pothole that you could lose a toddler in.
Yes.
What's that like? I mean, how do you navigate that? No pun intended. As a driver, I mean, do you try to? What's the game plan on that?
Well, as a driver, I mean, you pretty much got to hope for the best because You don't know the situation. It might be a tight situation where you have to get it, or I mean, that's just an everyday occurrence from a person that's driving a car to a truck. I mean, that's something to the eye of the driver.
Right.
I really don't know how to answer that one. There's no correct answer for that one.
Sure. I didn't know. I guess a better way to look at it is if you're driving through a place that's got some really bad potholes and you've got 4 trucks at one time, I guess there's really nothing you can do about it if the pothole can't be missed.
Well, that, or I'll turn my 4-way. If I have a choice of not going that way, I won't go. But if I can turn my 4-ways on, well, I'll turn my 4-ways on and just, at a creep through it.
Gear it down.
Other than that, yeah, the city ain't going to pay you that money back. They're going to say, well, why did you drive this way?
I got you. What about Ohio makes it, it seems like you're fond of that state, and what about the state appeals to you most?
I was born and raised here in Ohio, so I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just home.
Gotcha. And as you made clear, there's no place like home. No place like home.
Correct.
All right. Well, we know. I did want to ask you this, kind of touch on it a little bit. We did with the potholes. What's it like driving in the winter versus the dead of summer?
Well, I'll take winter because winter, for some reason, no matter where you go in life and what state, people recognize that it's snow outside. But when it's a clear day, they want to do 1,000 miles per hour for some reason. So I'll take winter driving because with that comparison, is more calm on the roads. People not cutting you off versus summer, they cutting you off because they got to be everywhere right now.
Right.
So
people are a little more conscious and aware in the winter.
Correct.
Gotcha. Well, I did want to ask you, what's the craziest thing you've seen out there on the road? Absolute craziest thing.
Oh, the craziest thing I've seen on the road was a tractor trailer driver driving the wrong side of the freeway.
Oh, my. Where did this happen?
That was the craziest. This was in when you just entering Illinois, coming off of 55 to 57. He was just driving, and he was passing up many of exits, or entrance ramps. It would be. He could have just pulled over and just backed down one of those or something, but he was just driving it. I guess he thought I'll find an exit sooner or later.
Wow. So I guess you don't know how that one ended. It could have been really bad.
Yeah. It was daytime, but yeah, that was different.
No doubt about it. I'm sure you've seen some other crazy things.
Yeah. Such
as?
Well, it just took a drive. I was at a rest stop. It just took the driver forever to bag up. He was by himself. You could tell he was fresh out of school. He couldn't straighten it up to bag up,
Right.
And it was nothing. It was no other trucks parked on the left or right side of him. He just either was very tired or very out of school. One of the ways, it was hilarious.
Gotcha. Was this a single truck or a deck truck?
That was a tractor trailer.
Oh, he was just having a hard time with it, huh?
Yeah.
I guess that's something you can relate to. I mean, people talk about how is it difficult for you or any other deck driver to back up when you've got a full load?
Well, I can bag a 3-way up. I can do a 3-way. A 4-way, I'm practicing that.
I got you.
Because a 4-way you treat. So going from the horse, the lead truck is 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. So your third truck will act as your horse. So in other words, if I make my third truck turn right, that means the fourth truck is going to turn left.
Right. It's like a pivot point.
So correct. And that's what I'm trying. I've been practicing that. But the 3-way, oh yeah, I practiced that. I got that down packed. I'm willing to bet you money on that one. A Z-wing too.
That just blows my mind. I couldn't even imagine trying to do that. Particularly, 3-way would seem hard enough. But with a fourth truck back there, I'm like, I just don't see how that's possible.
Yeah.
How's it coming as far as how far along are you?
It's coming a couple more years. But it's coming. I'm doing better than what I first started off. I first started off jackknife, It ain't, you can see your rear end coming around.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I guess until you get it down, like you do with 3 trucks, horse included, you always park where you can get out from the front. I mean, where you can drive away.
That is true. That's the true nature of it. Make life easy. But you have vehicles, four-wheelers, I call them, regular cars that like to trap you in. For some reason, they are magnets to trapping you in. So that's what made me start practicing the 3-way, and now I'm on the 4-ways because of that situation. And when it first happened to me, I just had to wait. The hotel didn't, they went to the room to wake the person up, but the person ain't get up until checkout time.
Gotcha.
So it was like, it ruined my day.
Oh,
but
I did want to close it out here. You had a piece of advice. Tell us again about you don't worry about the things you can't control. How would you put that into, I mean, if you were going to put it on a T-shirt, what would it say?
You can't cry over spoiled milk. It's already spilled.
Right.
I mean, it's just simple as I'm mad because the TV is not on. So, well, you can go and turn the TV on. You can hit the power button and turn it on. That's controlling the situation. Versus I'm mad that the TV's not on, but your power to the house is out. You can't control that situation. So there's no reason to get upset about it.
And how does that relate to deck driving, and as far as put it in context with deck driving?
Traffic jam. If you run into a traffic jam and there's no way out, you can't bag up. So you can't control what's ahead of you because you don't know what's ahead of you that's making the traffic jam happen.
Right.
So you just got to join the club.
Join the club.
Now, if you can change it by changing the traffic jam, you see ahead of you there's a traffic jam, or your Google Maps say, hey, there's a traffic jam 7 miles. You may see an exit that you can get off. That's changing the situation.
Gotcha. Join the club or change the situation.
All right. That's the way it goes.
All right. Terry, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. And we'll see you on down the road. And thank you again for being on the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. Terry Scott sharing his thoughts with you.
Have a great evening.
All right. Stay safe out there.
Six Figure Trucker is brought to you by Norton Transport. Norton Transport is a drive-away trucking company that customers can rely on. It offers excellent independent contract driving opportunities to professional, courteous, and qualified drivers that can provide the kind of service we deliver. If you're interested in learning more about Norton or just want to subscribe to the show, check out 6-figuretrucker.com. That's 6-figuretrucker.com.